What is up, guys? In today's video we have an inside the mind style video. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero Build. As always, if you guys do find this video to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, comment down below where your favorite location to land has been so far in chapter 7, and if you guys would like to use my code in the item shop when getting anything, it is Evolved Jake, just like my channel name is, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. So my favorite location to land has definitely been Ripped Tides, but for this match I'm going to be going to this inn over here because I think it is one of the best landing spots in the game right now if you do want to get wins. And it is typically somewhat uncontested, but it's rarely just like completely deserted. Like there will often be a few players that land here, but that can kind of help you out, which we'll maybe get to in a moment, because there is a potential katana portal near where my mark is in the road over there. And I like to land on that if possible and then make my way to the inn afterwards after getting the katana. And if several players land there and start fighting, I feel like that makes it a little bit better for you landing on the katana like this. It is a risk landing on this because if someone has a slightly better drop for it than you, that could be really bad. And then also maybe someone's like waiting outside to kill it as you come out, or kill you as you come out of it. But for the most part, landing on the katana portals I think is really good because these katanas are really high value. Probably the best mobility item in the game this season. You just get one and then you have it for most of the game, especially with the gold one. The durability is quite high. And so you can get it quickly, come here, and then you have that problem solved. Obviously you can get one by killing somebody as well that has it, but that's somewhat unlikely to happen, not because those people are impossible to fight, but just because of how few katanas there are on the map. Like there's not very many of them, so if you don't land on one of the portals, your chances of seeing one in that match are like actually kind of low. This guy probably already opened the good chest here. I don't know if I want the purple sovereign or the duels, but there is a good chest in here. Seems like he had it like pretty uncontested. Ideally there would be other people landing here and fighting, and then like the fact that I landed on the katana wouldn't be that big of a problem because then I'm just like cleaning this area up as they're distracted. What you wouldn't want is someone just already like camped up waiting for you. Okay, yeah, he did. So this right here is like basically 2 rare chests in one. You'll be able to interact with this dresser, and it does like make the noise like a rare chest. And from that you typically get 2 high rarity weapons and 2 like utility item spawns. But he had already opened it, so I'm guessing that like purple sovereign was one of the items he got from it. There also is a gas station over there that you can get heals from. Get the slurp truck. There's a boss location that can potentially spawn at this gas station and the front of the end building, so you have a pretty decent chance of getting a boss around here, which maybe you get a mythic from that you enjoy using. I don't really like becoming the boss. I think it's pretty bad to do, but the mythic weapon can be nice. The chug jug can be nice. Self revive if it's something you really value. That sort of stuff. I think the alien dropped shockwave, so we actually got really lucky as far as mobility goes. I got full shocks and katana, so we are like chilling in that aspect. It's like very ideal start. Not as ideal my weapons. Like I would prefer to have the iron pump than the sovereign shotgun if I'm gonna have to use the sovereign. Obviously, you know, gold is ideal. And then I also didn't get a high rarity AR, but that's not that big of a deal to me because like the rarity of AR like rarely changes that much. Just like 1 more damage and then like a little bit more headshot damage, and so like you would want the higher rarity, sure, but it's not as like noticeable of an impact as like shotgun rarity typically is. Big shot in the back. I don't really want to go into the wonky land POI. I feel like it's kind of a mess to deal with. And this fight also kind of sucks because we're so far away that neither of us are really going to be able to do anything to each other. And all the while I'm shooting at this guy, we're just making ourselves exposed to third parties. So I'm probably just going to leave. I don't need that 1 kill that badly. Shot over here. And this was a player that had became a boss. I want to try to third party this if we can, but I think the main fight is already kind of done and dusted. I'm crashing into everything though. Like I couldn't have driven worse there, I feel like. There's actually 2 fights going on. These were AI. There's should be more people over here. I don't know. There was like a player that fought a boss and eliminated them. I saw the boss's health bar. This is another AI fight. So the player that eliminated that boss, I think just like either used mobility and got away immediately, or he hid somewhere. after eliminating that boss player. Like maybe in that house, maybe in the bushes. But I'm guessing he's somewhere around here still. Not great on ammo, so I'm gonna try to... another AI. I'm trying to loot these kills. I just heard a crown activate, I'm pretty sure. Might be faded though. Only 38 AR. Hopefully this guide some. A little bit. Looked like there's loot under this building. Okay, no, it was fresh loot. I wanted to see if it was like a loot pile from a kill, like maybe where that boss died. Thing. If we were just a little bit faster to get here, I probably would have had a better idea of where that player went afterwards. But crashing into literally everything on the way here was not the play. If there's anybody at this gas station area, this is typically a location where people are fighting. I don't hear anything, but the slurp truck is still here. Shotgun vending there. I want to see if there's a pump in there. I'm too poor to buy. Yeah. I'm gonna say if there's a purple one, I'm too poor to buy it. But now we know. I'm not that far off gold wise. Probably just one kill would do it. This Battlewood Mountain is another area where people are typically fighting. Okay, yeah, there's shots over there. I want a shockwave up, but we'll make more noise doing that. Is a little bit quieter than the shockwaves. The car coming behind me. This car... I was gonna say they might not know where I am. But I didn't know if they were following me like directly or not. If they were following me directly, they surely would have known where I was. Okay, I'm surprised I didn't get damage on him there. Try to third party this. Heard somebody shoot their shotgun here. He got out. Walk up. Thing. That's like one of the things I really dislike about the Sovereign this season. And I've seen people say this as like a positive. But the way the Sovereign works is you get a slower fire rate if you shoot after aiming in, but you get added accuracy. And so I would want to shock there and then just like hit an ADS shotgun shot. But I'm worried if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to like have the fast fire rate when I'm like on him. In that case, it would have worked out to hit the ADS shot. But if he got on the roof afterwards, that would have been problematic. But like the pump, I just don't have to think about that. I can just play how I want to play and not have to like question it. That added ADS accuracy is good, but it like the lower fire rate might grief you if you land right on their like face afterwards, you know, and your shotgun isn't ready to shoot because you have the slow version at the time. Like it goes back to the higher fire rate after that delay is down. They're not like stuck with that forever, but that little bit of timing is everything in a close range fight, especially this season. The shotguns are all very good. The twin shotguns are so spammy, and then the pump hits incredibly hard. I want to third party this fight too, but my katana, like, I don't want to use all my katana uses and then just have it be on cooldown the moment I get here. I still use a shockwave, even though it makes more noise. Try to kill this person that I'd weak. Oh wait, did they get affected by that shockwave too? Yeah. They ended up in here somehow. The other guy might third party. I'm gonna get to this tree and look back. Yep, he was. Nice, he had the mythic iron pump. And a gray AR. Maybe other people trying to third party. More shocks here. Buy white health at this vending machine. Not that I'm like super desperate for it, but not like I'm gonna use a gold for anything else. And it resets every game. We have 5 opponents remaining. Also could have got the barrels there instead of spending gold, but it really doesn't matter if you spend gold or not this season because you go to 0 every game and it's so easy to get more gold. I'm worried there's somebody up on this mountain and there's several bushes here. I'm just gonna katana into this bush. That way if there's somebody here, we at least maybe catch them off guard somewhat. Okay. There's a bunker over here placed. I have 9 uses on my katana. The gold one uses 2% durability per like slash use for mobility. So if you're only going to use it for mobility, then you can kind of easily know how many uses you have left that way. The purple one I think uses 4% durability. So the purple ones do like break easier. In addition to having like less max charges. I maybe could have got a katana refresh this game. I don't remember if like anybody I eliminated had one. Maybe that man at the house down there. I like wasn't paying that much attention to loot at the time because I was talking about the sovereign shotgun. And how I did not want to use it. Wish there was somebody in this balloon. They'd be free beams right now. Go to Battlewood Boulevard. Still see nobody. These people are the best hiders. We see in here no signs of people at all. Could attack the top of this tower. Sometimes people hide up here. Especially when you have a game like this where there's just nothing going on. Maybe under the bridge. Nope. There's somebody on the roof. I don't know if they saw me or not. And then also, like, if they... Okay, yeah, they definitely saw me. I was going to say, if they did see me, I wonder if they know that I saw them. I'm going to shockwave and then ADSAR him on the way there. I doubt he has a katana, but we can get more shocks off him. Just with how many guns he had. Yeah. There's somebody else here. Right shoulder peek, too good. Slide out of the way. Out of the range. Pretty much of his shotguns. Into a right shoulder peek. Bro, that man was passionate about hiding, though. Didn't do anything while that guy was on his roof. He's probably so scared. There's just 2 people fighting above him. Of course they're fighting on my rooftop. Now there's 1 player remaining. I run all the bushes over that I can. I doubt he's in this one though. There he is. Need to get up on that roof. That's a few shots. Not bad. See what he does with that. He likely doesn't get zoned, but I'm like confused. I just want to like back up and heal. Like that rock was weird to stand next to. I was like trying to back up and I was getting stuck on it. He does have a sniper. It's like almost bad for him that he has a sniper though, because his ARM was good. And so if he feels like compelled to try to go for a snipe when he could just AR and get guaranteed damage, might have been bad for him. But either way, get 90 and then just down the push that out. Especially somebody like that. Like his initial AR was actually very good. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like some more. Comment down below where your favorite location to land has been so far. I feel like that final fight really just shows how much pressure matters. I get damage on him, I push, he's out of the game. He got damage on me and didn't push off it and just allowed me to, you know, reset and then win the fight. Gotta take advantage of the openings you get. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.